let's talk about past baggage. And let's be real, that's not good. See, what I consider past baggage is like past emotions. So for example, you're with a new person and you're having issues with them because of how your ex treated you. That's past baggage. Or bringing up issues in your current relationship that aren't present in your current relationship but were present in your last relationship. That's past baggage. Let go of that shit. Yeah, I know it's hard, but you gotta let go of that shit. Now, past experience, that's a different story. I am in full support of people using their past experiences to look out for themselves. See, past experiences allow me to look out for red flags that I can avoid. So for example, if my ex did certain stuff and now my current is doing those same things, I don't think it's necessarily wrong to be like, hey, you're triggering bad memories of bad experiences that I had before. And then y'all can talk about it and see if it's something y'all can get through. And that's not baggage because you're not basing the current off the past.
Hey my friends, welcome to the RP Experience. Before we get started, hit the like button. I give you a chance to do that. Thank you very much. Subscribe and share. Now, today's video is going to be about baggage that we bring into other relationships. And does it get easier from when you're younger and then when you're older to date, if you decide to? Now, once again, I have to point out the dating experience for men and women are totally different. I recently did videos on the rating scales that both men and women both have. You know, men's primary thing is about looks, but we do look at, well, some of us, like I, do look at personality. And I won't let a female or woman shame me into taking that into account, only because I know she's also judging me. She's judging me on how motivated I am, if I'm driving, where I live, how big my apartment or my house is. You know, I mean, she's not going to say this because she don't want to appear to look shallow. And a thing that I believe that females and males do is they might be okay with you at first, but once they mention you to their peer group, their friends and stuff like that, then all of a sudden then they do start looking at that. I believe that's any time that I'm dealing with a woman and everything is cool, and then she goes, talks to other people, and then she comes back to me with a totally different energy. Like, you know, now what she was okay with, she's now not okay with. You know, so no, I'm pretty sure guys do that too, but not as much, because normally we are more stationary in our belief system. Like, usually what we believe or what we into is what we will be into, and we usually we might hide it from other guys. Like, say for example, a guy's into like big women, you know, he may not share that knowledge with his friends or something like that because he may not want to be laughed at, but that is what he's into. Now, the thing I don't like about females sometimes is you could like a guy, but if your peer group don't approve, then you won't pick that guy, unless if he is a Chad or Tyrone, or he's someone that really stimulates you, which normally I put down like the Bad Boys and stuff like that, Pookies and Ray Rays or something, but that's not always the case. But I'm thinking of movies like Dirty Dancing or something, how the girl picked the guy that nobody really liked or something like that. So in scenarios that does happen, that a woman does go against the grain sometime, but usually she'll go against the grain for somebody that's not good, but usually they're bad. Maybe they have some alpha traits that stand up or something like that. Because I do think if you're being the opposite of everybody else, you have to have some alpha traits in you, but I guess it doesn't always transfer into I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, we're going to play a short video right here, because it's not going to be a long video, but I just want to cover this thing of the baggage problem in relationships.
Okay, anybody who knows me knows I hate talking on camera. TikTok has definitely brought that out in me a little bit more. And 2, I am horrible with putting into words what I'm trying to say. But here we go. I'm going to try it. I am noticing something. I guess I've noticed this, but it's kind of hit me more lately. On top of the whole dating in your 30s and 40s, 50s, whatever, not in your 20s. I'm sure it's rough then too, but not as, nowadays even more. The whole trend with social media and having options at our fingertips, and nobody wanting to even invest in something because something else might come along better. Then we've also got at our age the baggage of divorces and a lot of hurt and a lot of, it's complicated. It's not an easy, we have no kids, we have no exes, we have no, we can just date and no big deal, where that really complicates and makes relationships have to work even more than they used to after post-divorce and with kids and families and all that. And then I'm also seeing too the trend of you've got a lot of hurt people. I've had my walls up for years. A lot of people have. Just the hurt of divorce that you go through. And then you see what people go through and stuff that might have happened to you. And so you're seeing people with walls up that are hard to come down. And that's creating even more of an issue of trying to date. You might find a decent person, but they're not emotionally available yet, or they're not ready to even break out of their shell yet. I feel like, even though I've been kind of taking a break from dating for a little while, I feel like up until even just recently, and I've been divorced for almost 4 years now, that I was not emotionally ready. I haven't really been in any long term. I haven't dated a ton, but there's something that you do good for a little bit and then you just kind of hit a wall. I feel like I finally have healed enough to be there. They're not saying that I don't struggle with stuff, and I struggle with the anxious attachment style. I've learned that from TikTok, and I'm going to read that book called Anxious when I have a few minutes, so it may be a while, but I've heard really good things about it. And I'm working to heal that. That's a struggle. But yeah, what thoughts on all this, guys? I'm sure you all have a lot of opinions, and I just had to get my words out that hopefully made some sense, because I suck at this.
Alright, well, I like how she said that. She was realistic. Is somewhat accountable, but it looked like she really meant what she said, and she actually put some thought into it, even though she says she's not good at that. But yeah, that's the thing, that see, I actually think whether you're men or women, even though for men, just because of the fact most women kind of pick us for what we can do for them, it kind of works to our advantage as we get older and we start to get more successful. With women, not so much with the success, because as I say, most men do not care about your success. I don't think it's more of a security thing, but it's more of the trap of like, you know, a man's supposed to do this and sorry about that. I had to change where I was just because where I was recording at, the dog started going off and then I had to go and I only had like a couple minutes to get that finished. So that was a fail. Anyway, I have to make sure this background music is not too loud too. But anyway, as I was talking about baggage in a relationship and how it is bad. But however though, I have a video here that the guy is going to explain the difference between baggage and experience in when you're entering into a new relationship. So anyway, let's listen to this one.
How soon is too soon to get back into a relationship? Like, you meet somebody new and you're interested in them, you feel kind of guilty, like, am I rushing this? Am I going too fast? I think for a lot of people, they know that they're ready, but they're worried about other people's judgments. Like, other people will think it's too fast. That gives them a lot of apprehension. Others, I think, they're worried about bringing baggage in, using this person to process their own stuff, and they don't want to do that because they really care about this person. Others of us don't trust our own gut because, well, it was that same gut feeling that got us into the last relationship, so why am I supposed to trust it now when it tells me to jump into this one? And each of those things are great to process with a therapist, with friends. I don't know, maybe you find that everyone isn't as judgmental as you think they are, that they wouldn't have a problem with it. Maybe you find that, I don't know, you do bring your baggage in, but not in this, like, spontaneous, nefarious way, but just, like, in a normal way, because all of us bring our past experiences into relationships, and they will too. And then maybe you find that that gut feeling in you, I don't know, is learning. That inner voice isn't, like, 100% trustworthy all the time, but that doesn't mean it's fooling you. It's just a signal of what matters to you, and maybe sometimes that's worth following.
Yes, he makes a lot of valid points in his argument. Yes, experiences. Those bad experiences can sometimes scar you for life, but you gotta learn to put those bags down. But however though, you have to balance that with not being played again or feeling stupid. So even though I like his take because it's more of a positive thing, I feel you do. There's another guy, a brother, that he made a very good point. So I'm going to let him speak now, which I let him speak at first. So let's do it.
Let's talk about past baggage. And let's be real, that's not good. See, what I consider past baggage is like past emotions. So for example, you're with a new person and you're having issues with them because of how your ex treated you. That's past baggage. Or bringing up issues in your current relationship that aren't present in your current relationship but were present in your last relationship. That's past baggage. Let go of that shit. Yeah, I know it's hard, but you gotta let go of that shit. Now, past experience, that's a different story. I am in full support of people using their past experiences to look out for themselves. See, past experiences allow me to look out for red flags that I can avoid. So for example, if my ex did certain stuff and now my current is doing those same things, I don't think it's necessarily wrong to be like, hey, you're triggering bad memories of bad experiences that I had before. And then y'all can talk about it and see if it's something y'all can get through. And that's not baggage because you're not basing the current off the past.
Now that is so accurate about what he was saying, and I definitely read what he's trying to say with the examples. He did, bro, you did an excellent job explaining that, because a lot of times I will find myself second guessing that, I see this person is moving in a certain kind of way that's playing the game, that's reminding me of the same actions that somebody else is doing, and I'm like, should I take and address this or should I let it go? I don't want to be like I'm drawing off of like past stuff to throw it on the other person. But if she is doing it or if he is doing it, then I think you have the right to do that, because I mean, that's what past experiences is. You know, you just sometimes it's hard to separate the two. I know with the last serious relationship I was in, because I've dated since then and hung out and stuff like that, but nothing has stuck like that one. And I have to admit, that one hurt a lot. And that was before that one was after, not before. That one was after the divorce one. So, I think it took me a year and a half to get over her. Maybe almost 2 years. But that's another reason why. Because I know some of you know me. That where I worked at, I just started friending a bunch of you on social media. And that was the reason why. Because I was trying to get over that girl. And it took a while. And I admit too, I didn't want to just jump into nothing, and I didn't want to bring those same emotions that I had with somebody else, you know. I mean, now sometimes people would like approach me, and sometimes I think timing was wrong because I met a couple of girls that it could have maybe went somewhere if I was in a better middle space. But then again, though, you know, because of all the things I know now, could they eventually have sabotaged it? Would I have sabotaged it? You know, I will never know. But the only thing I can do now is like move forward. And of course, though, as men, we are getting a lot of different information out here. You know, there are like a lot of guys saying like, don't get married, dude, because you're gonna get screwed over. And truthfully, though, I be seeing a lot of guys get screwed over. But there is some that it does work, but it's a low percent out. And like that other video said about trusting your gut feeling, you know, I mean, I'm very intelligent, but the one thing I know is when I fall for a girl, you know, it's like, I can't even describe the words. It's like I can see myself getting into another same situation again, you know. So it's kind of like I have to keep a distance, and I think a lot of women will sense that, and then maybe they'll dip, you know. Which, however, though, sometimes that's better. But I'm gonna explore this again because this is kind of like a healing process for me. Even though I healed from that past stuff, but I know I still have duffel bags I'm carrying around with me. I mean, I think this is part of the reason why I created this channel, to try to empty those bags that I'm carrying around, you know. And I know a lot of people will say it, but you know, I have love for women. You know, I have a lot of female associates that, you know, I think they are decent people, you know, and I know a lot of decent dudes, but the way the relationships is out here going, it makes you really think, are there any decent people out here? I just think as men and women, if we're going to get into a relationship with each other, we really have to be on the same page and stay on the same page. And I know as women, y'all like to change it up in 5 to 7 years or 4 to 3. It depends on how you're feeling the dude, you know. And then sometimes guys get into that pump and dump phase or something because of some girl that hurt him. You know, now he's taking out on every other girl and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's like an endless cycle thing. So hopefully though, well, from what I would say from this video is try to heal some from your trauma You know, try not to put that on somebody else, but at the same time, you gotta be smart out here. Because, I mean, whether it's a man or a woman, they will play you. And it seems like people will play you if they catch you slipping. Almost no matter who it is. So, anyway, that's it. I'm out. You know, I'm currently at the gym right now. I don't think I should say what gym because I'm giving them free advertising. But anyway, let me get back to my workout. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Out.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too?
Pando made it.
I still wanna run to you.